What if I told you that smoking kills more people every year than car accidents, homicides, and suicides combined? It's a shocking statistic, but it's the truth. Smoking kills more than 8 million people worldwide each year. That's equivalent to the entire population of New York City. Despite the alarming numbers, smoking remains a global epidemic, with approximately 1.3 billion people still lighting up. In this video, we're going to uncover the ugly truth about smoking, from the deadly health risks to the addictive nature of nicotine. Whether you're a smoker looking to quit, or someone who wants to raise awareness about the dangers of smoking, this video is a must-watch. So sit tight, buckle up, and get ready to learn the truth about smoking. Tobacco use is a leading cause of preventable deaths and is responsible for 1 in 10 deaths globally. Even though this is the harsh reality, it has not dissuaded people from taking the cigarette. And that is why 1 in 5 people over the age of 15 globally is a smoker. The good news is that quitting smoking can significantly reduce the risk of developing smoking-related illnesses, even for those who have smoked for years. While there is no question that it is extremely difficult to quit smoking, but understanding the dangers of smoking, the addictive nature of tobacco products, and the various ways to quit smoking may help make this difficult decision a bit easier. So, let us look into the nitty-gritties of this global problem. Health risks associated with smoking. Smoking is a major cause of numerous health problems, many of which can be life-threatening. Here are some of the health problems related to smoking. Number 1. Lung cancer. Smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer, accounting for about 90% of cases globally. Cigarette smoke contains dozens of carcinogens that can damage the DNA in lung cells, leading to the formation of cancerous tumors. The risk of developing lung cancer increases with the number of cigarettes smoked per day and the number of years a person has smoked. Number 2. Heart disease. Smoking is a major cause of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide. Nicotine in cigarette smoke narrows the blood vessels, reducing blood flow and oxygen to the heart, which can lead to heart attacks and other cardiovascular problems. Smokers are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop heart disease than non-smokers. Number 3. Stroke. Smoking increases the risk of stroke, which occurs when the blood flow to the brain is interrupted or reduced. Smokers are 2 to 4 times more likely to have a stroke than non-smokers. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), smoking is a major cause of stroke, accounting for about 1 in 5 stroke deaths in the United States alone. Number 4. Respiratory illnesses. Smoking can cause a range of respiratory illnesses, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. These conditions make it difficult to breathe, leading to coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. According to the WHO, smoking is a major cause of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), which affects an estimated 384 million people worldwide. Smoking also increases the risk of respiratory infections by damaging the lining of the respiratory tract and impairing the body's ability to fight infections. This weakens the immune system and makes it easier for respiratory infections like pneumonia and bronchitis to take hold. Number 5. Reduced fertility. Smoking can reduce fertility in both men and women. In women, smoking can cause problems with the fallopian tubes, while in men, smoking can lower sperm count and reduce sperm motility. According to the American Society for Reproductive Medicine, smoking can reduce a woman's chance of getting pregnant by up to 50%, and smoking during pregnancy increases the risk of miscarriage, preterm birth, low birth weight, and sudden infant death syndrome (SIDS). The health risks of smoking is not limited to these illnesses. It also causes other problems like premature aging, oral health issues, diabetes, vision complications, etc. By the way, smoking doesn't just affect the smoker. It also has serious health consequences for those around them through secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is the combination of smoke from the burning end of a cigarette and the smoke exhaled by the smoker. According to CDC, secondhand smoke contains more than 7,000 chemicals, hundreds of which are toxic, and at least 70 of which are known to cause cancer. Science behind nicotine addiction. Nicotine is a highly addictive drug found in tobacco products, and it is the main reason why people continue to smoke. When nicotine is inhaled, it quickly reaches the brain and binds to nicotine receptors on neurons, triggering the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that is responsible for feelings of pleasure and reward. Nicotine can increase dopamine levels in the brain by up to 200%, which can create a powerful sense of pleasure and euphoria. And over time, repeated exposure to nicotine causes the brain to adapt to the constant presence of the drug. The brain reduces the number of nicotine receptors on neurons, which means that more nicotine is needed to achieve the same effect. This is known as tolerance. Studies have found that long-term nicotine use can lead to changes in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and self-awareness. Why smoking addiction is difficult to overcome. Quitting smoking can be a challenging and difficult process, and many smokers struggle to quit even when they are aware of the health risks associated with it. This is because of 5 main factors. Number 1. Nicotine dependence. Nicotine is a highly addictive drug, and smokers who have been using tobacco products for a long time may have developed a physical dependence on the drug. This means that when they try to quit smoking, they may experience withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, and cravings, which can be difficult to manage. Number 2. Psychological factors. Smoking is often associated with stress relief, relaxation, and socialization. For some smokers, cigarettes may be used as a coping mechanism to deal with stress or anxiety. Quitting smoking can be particularly challenging for these smokers, as they may feel like they are losing an important source of emotional support. Number 3. Social factors. Smoking is often a social activity, and smokers may feel pressure from friends, family, or co-workers to continue smoking. Smokers may also face social stigma or discrimination for their smoking habits, which can make it harder for them to quit. In fact, studies found that smokers who had at least one smoking friend were almost 25% less likely to quit smoking than those who did not have any smoking friends. Number 4. Lack of support. Quitting smoking can be a lonely and isolating experience, particularly if a smoker does not have a support system in place to help them through the process. Support from friends, family, and healthcare professionals can be crucial for smokers who are trying to quit. Studies have shown that about 70% of smokers want to quit, but only about 3 to 5 are successful without assistance. Number 5. Environmental triggers. Smokers may associate certain environments or situations with smoking, such as after meals or while socializing with friends. These environmental triggers can make it harder for smokers to resist the urge to smoke and can be particularly challenging to avoid. In fact, research has found that smokers who were exposed to smoking cues were almost 3 times more likely to relapse than those who were not exposed to cues. Overall, quitting smoking is a difficult process that requires commitment, support, and a willingness to address the physical, psychological, and social factors that contribute to nicotine addiction. What are the different methods smokers employ to quit smoking? Number 1. Nicotine replacement therapy. NRT. NRT provides smokers with a low dose of nicotine to help reduce cravings and withdrawal symptoms. This can be achieved through nicotine gum, patches, lozenges, inhalers, or nasal sprays. According to the American Cancer Society, using NRT can increase a smoker's chance of quitting by up to 50%. Number 2. Medication. There are several medications such as bupropion and varenicline available to help people quit smoking. These drugs will help lower the pleasure of smoking and reduces cravings. Use of medications can increase a smoker's chance of quitting by up to 3-fold. Caution: these medications should only be consumed after consultation with your doctor. Number 3. Behavioral therapies. Behavioral therapies can help smokers change their attitudes and behaviors towards smoking. One example of a behavioral therapy is cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT), which helps smokers identify and change the thoughts and behaviors that lead to smoking. Another example is motivational interviewing, which helps smokers identify their reasons for quitting and helps them develop a plan to quit. According to the Curran Library, behavioral therapies can increase a smoker's chance of quitting by up to 70%. It's important to note that different methods work for different people, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to quitting smoking. However, the statistics demonstrate that using a combination of methods, such as medication and behavioral therapies, can greatly increase a smoker's chance of successfully quitting. As we come to the end of the video, it is important to understand that smoking is a deadly addiction that affects millions of people around the world, and it can lead to serious health consequences. But good news is that, by quitting smoking, you can reduce your risk of lung cancer by up to 90%, reduce your risk of heart disease by 50%, and improve your overall quality of life. Although quitting can be a difficult decision, it is not an impossible one. Just remember that you're not alone. Millions of people have successfully quit smoking, and you can too. It will not only save you, but also save the people around you from secondary smoke. So, let's take action today to raise awareness about the dangers of smoking and encourage those who smoke to seek help. Please share this video with your friends and family to spread the word about the risks of smoking and the importance of quitting. Together, we can make a difference and help more people live healthier, smoke-free lives. Thank you for watching.